This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Chesapeake Eye Center.
Lots of runners, both advanced and beginners, are now flocking to mud runs where they take on a muddy course with several obstacles. As a matter of fact, didn't you do one this
I did one this spring, and boy, was it fun.
I like that, did you? Okay, well, get this. One woman says she is blind in one eye after being infected with a flesh-eating bacteria during a run this month, and that's just the beginning of her nightmare. Brittany Williams pushed through the pain to finish her first mud run.
And my eye started hurting, like maybe I'd got mud or some debris in my eye.
But by the next morning, she says she was blind in her left eye.
When I opened my eye, it was just like white, like the whole room was white.
Williams says the debris cut her eye, allowing flesh-eating bacteria in to destroy her cornea.
It just completely like melted off of my eye.
A mother with 2 jobs, she spent a week in the hospital racking up a $100,000 bill. It's a debt now entirely on her shoulders as she opted out of her employer's health insurance program.
I've had health insurance before, and I never used it. I never went to the doctor, and I just spent lots of money.
Williams' family's raising money online for treatment that keeps the bacteria from spreading further. The experience, she says, has at times been like something out of a horror movie.
You have to stay awake, and they take scissors and cut. I know it's really gross.
But she keeps a positive attitude.
I am a religious person. I believe that this was supposed to happen for some reason. Okay, now, truth be known, this is not the first time someone's gotten an infection while participating in a mud run. The CDC reports that in 2012, 22 people contracted a diarrheal illness, likely because they accidentally swallowed water contaminated with bacteria from animal feces. So the lesson learned here is not back off from the mud runs, but close your mouth.
Yes.
And wear eye protection, because you never really know. Something else that many people don't even really give a second thought to causing eye injuries are the very same things that a lot of us use our eyes to enjoy seeing, particularly this time of year.
So joining us today to shed some light on some summer eye dangers is Dr. Catherine Smoot, a board-certified ophthalmologist with Chesapeake Eye Center. Welcome, Dr. Smoot, to the show.
Thank you.
A lot of people don't realize that this time of the year you see a lot of patients who have eye injuries from fireworks.
Absolutely. Summer injuries are very common, and fireworks as we approach 4th of July is a big one. In fact, over the last quarter century at least, the American Academy of Ophthalmology's made a big push for people to recognize the importance of safety of fireworks. There are over 9,000 injuries associated with fireworks every year, ranging most commonly from the firecrackers that go up, and then of course sparklers with children. They look cute in your child's hand, but those are burning at over 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit, way hotter than boiling water, severe burns, and of course bottle rockets and explosive injuries.
Yeah, so you see a lot of children.
We do see a lot of injuries in general. About 3/4 of these firework injuries are under the age of 20, and probably about 1/5 of them are under age 10.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so what can we do to protect our eyes?
Well, probably the most important thing is protective eyewear if you're going to be anywhere near this, because most of the injuries are actually, or half of them, are bystanders. So go to professional fireworks displays, stay away from the fireworks, avoid any fireworks that have not exploded, and get trained professionals or your fire or police to deal with those. Make sure that your children are not having the fireworks, no matter how cute it looks. It's just really inappropriate. Protective eyewear, and red, white, and boom is going to come up here in Salisbury. So enjoy that.
And we've got some of the
protective eyewear.
Protective eyewear.
Absolutely.
It looks good.
It looks good. Come on, kids are going to love this.
Okay, so what if people around you don't listen to the advice and you do get an eye injury from a firework or something like that?
Or any eye injury, the first thing to do is do not rub or push on it, because the concern is if there's a penetrating injury. Also, the tendency is to go run right under the water. If you think you have a foreign body in there, you're better off not to flush. Seek trained assisted medical help, whether it be your ophthalmologist or an emergency room or urgent care center, but let somebody actually see what's involved.
What about ointments and things like that?
They should be prescribed by a trained personnel. You know, the common injuries that we see in the summer are corneal abrasions and foreign bodies.
Yeah.
If you see retinal detachments, ruptured globes is the big concern, because a ruptured globe, which means the eye has been penetrated,
right,
can lead to loss of an eye.
Is that why you shouldn't apply pressure to it?
Exactly. So if there's any concern that they hit hard enough that it could have ruptured the globe, do not apply pressure. Just cover it and get to trained eye personnel to let them assess the situation. Don't forget, in the summer we see a lot of other eye injuries. It's not just fireworks.
Right.
Common ones: mowing the grass, whether riding lawnmower or manual, make sure you've got eye protection on.
Yeah.
Weed whacking, a big one.
Yeah.
Make sure when you're weed whacking, eye protection on. Racket injuries, sports injuries, softball, baseball injuries, protective eyewear. When a ball hits that eye head on, you can lose your eye.
Oof.
Even fishing.
Fishing, fish hooks. I mean, I've been known to take the fish hooks out. It's not a pretty picture, but it does happen. And BB guns. Little boys and their BB guns are lethal to eyes. 2/3 of BB gun injuries, you lose your eye. So that should only be with parental supervision and education and appropriate, firearms handling.
Right. So run down some ways for us to protect our eyeballs the best.
Well, the best, if you're wearing your sunglasses,
right,
like you should anyway, you automatically have some eye protection on. Certainly certified safety eyewear if you're doing any high-risk activities with your eyes, or professional goggles are indicated.
And certainly in sports, like you said.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they make all kinds of protective eyewear that you can get, and it's always good to have it.
Yes, and you can get it cheap or you can have it expensive. It doesn't matter.
Just like it's good to have you.
Well, thank you. It's always fun to be with you all.
Dr.
Thank you.
Smoot. And for more information on summer eye protection or Chesapeake Eye Center, go to our website, WPOC.com. Click on our picture at the top of the page.
Just goes to show you can never be too safe when it comes to protecting your eyes.
Nope.
That's something. Well, we're not going to stop there. Still ahead on Delmarva Life, another warning if you have a cat. One woman learned the hard way how her furry friend may have accidentally caused her to go blind.
And as we'll find out, caution is key, and pets really can be so rewarding. That's why we want to help connect you with a few of these cute faces. Maybe one would be the perfect fit for your family. That's coming up when Delmarva Life returns.